The nominations for the Queanbeyan Players Best Director of a School or Youth Musical are Beth Rosser, The Pirates of Penzance, Canberra High School, Queanbeyan; Derek Walker, Les Miserables, Canberra Grammar School, Canberra; Janet Cunningham, Beauty and the Beast, Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts, Wollongong; Michelle Anderson, Make Me a Star, the Musical, Marian Catholic College, Griffith.
Very well, to present this award, as you can see, we have Peter Smith, the president of the Queanbeyan Players, who of course has been in many of their productions. Peter, over to you.
Thank you. And the winner of the Best Director of a School or Youth Musical is Derek Walker. Les Miserables, the Canberra Grammar School.
Wow. I remember sitting in the house last year and hoping desperately that Chess would win Best Musical. And I think it was Mark Grentil got up for the Best Director award, and he made a comment that the art of directing, or the thing that makes a good director, is 90% casting. And I'd have to 100% agree. The cast that we were blessed with for this show was fantastic, and it was an absolute pleasure working with every single one of you. I think the other 10% is surrounding yourself with a fantastic production team. So thank you to every one of you, and in particular Craig Woodland, who is our fantastic musical director. I'd also just like to quickly give in a personal thanks to my wonderful wife Fleur for remembering who I was at the end of the 6-month process. Thank you very much.
The nominations for the Best Musical Director for a School or Youth Musical are Alison Cronin, The Pirates of Penzance, Canberra High School, Queanbeyan; Chris Howes, The Pirates of Penzance, Kinross Walleroy School, Orange; Craig Woodland, Les Miserables, Canberra Grammar School, Canberra; Jacqueline Shields, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, James Sheehan Catholic High School, Orange; Ruth Waters, Beauty and the Beast, Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts, Wollongong.
And now for the award, if you please. Please. The Best Musical Director for a School or Youth Musical is Ruth Waters, Best Beauty and the Beast, Wollongong High School for the Performing Arts, Wollongong.
Wow, thank you. Husband. And head teacher, he's my boss too, so that's interesting. Yes, this is awarded to me, and I thank you very much to the CAT Awards people, but you saw my team, you saw their children, 13 to 18. I work in an absolutely stunning high school. I've been working in Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts now for 18 years. I know I look very young, but no, I'm 40. However, no offence to anyone who's over 40, I still think you're young at heart. But I do love going to work. I love working with the talent. I love working with a team of teachers. I have a phenomenal team from our senior exec right down, but I especially want to make mention of obviously Janet Cunningham, who's my friend and director obviously of our show, so thank you, Janet. I also want to, yeah, absolutely, she's an amazing woman. I also want to thank my husband, Barney Elson, but also he's my head teacher, and he always steps aside. He can do all what I do as well, but he always steps aside and says, you know, you can do it, and I love it, as you can tell. And also to Sue Nethery, because we're a team, and we're only as strong as we are together. So I thank you, and I look forward to coming back again next year. Bye-bye.
Congratulations, and yes, that was a fantastic performance all round. We're totally spoilt by the orchestra and everything, and your husband Barney is the boss? I don't think so. But if he's happier thinking he's the boss, he's the boss. Okay, next we're going to have a performance from the Free Rein Theatre Company. This is from A Streetcar Named Desire. Jordan Best performing.
He was a boy. Just a boy. When I was a very young girl. When I was 16, I made the discovery. Love. All at once and much, much too completely. It was like somebody turned a blinding light on something which had always been half in shadow. That's how it struck the world for me. But I was unlucky. Deluded. There was something about the boy. A nervousness, a softness and tenderness which wasn't like a man's. Although he wasn't the least bit effeminate looking, still that thing was there. He came to me for help. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything until after our marriage, when we'd run away and come back, and all I knew was I'd failed him in some mysterious way and wasn't able to give him the help he needed but couldn't speak of. He was in the quicksand and clutching at me, but I wasn't holding him out. I was slipping in with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know anything except I loved him unendurably without being able to help him or help myself. And then I found out, in the worst of all possible ways, by coming suddenly into a room which I thought was empty, which wasn't empty, but had two people in it. Afterwards, we pretended that nothing had been discovered, yes. The three of us drove out to Moon Lake Casino very drunk and laughing all the way. We danced the Vesuviana. Suddenly, in the middle of the dance, the boy I'd married broke away from me and ran out of the casino. A few moments later, a shot. I ran out. All ran and gathered around the terrible thing at the edge of the lake. Well, I couldn't get near for the crowd, and then somebody caught my arm. Don't go any closer, come back. You don't want to see. Well, see? See what? And then I heard the voices. Alan, the gray boy. He'd stuck the revolver into his mouth and fired. So the back of his head was blown away. It was because on the dance floor, unable to stop myself, I'd suddenly said, I know, you disgust me. Suddenly the searchlight which had been turned on the world was turned off again. And never, not for one moment since, has there been any light stronger than this kitchen candle?
Jordan Best, magnificent, from the Free Rein Theatre Company. Next we have the Lone Market Western Best Ensemble in a Musical.
The nominations for the Lone Market Western Best Ensemble in a Musical are Danielle Harding, Laura Bray, Georgia Sadler and Bryony Burns as the grannies in Superstitious, Circus 35 South Ulladulla. The Seven Male Tappers, Hot Shoe Shuffle, Moonglow Productions, Wollongong. The Chorus, Fame, Queanbeyan Players, Queanbeyan. The Chorus, Spamalot, Super Productions, Canberra. The Chorus, Urinetown, Super Productions, Canberra. The Men's Chorus, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Phoenix Players, Canberra.
And to present the award, we have Michael White.
And the winner of the Best Ensemble in a Musical, the Seven Male Tappers, Hot Shoe Shuffle, Moonglow Productions, Wollongong.
On behalf of myself and the rest of the Wiggles, we'd like to thank the two Tap brothers that couldn't make it tonight, Danny and Rowan. A couple of quick thank yous. I'd like to thank Wendy and Nick Glover and Moonglow Productions for helping us so much and putting the show on. I'm trying to go through Pauline Young for being our wonderful choreographer and getting our butts into gear. Wendy again for directing. Peter Copeland for getting us to sing and playing all the music and being great. Emma, Silla, the rest of our amazing cast and crew, thank you. And thanks to our parents and teachers who have been keeping us dancing over the past 20 plus years for each of us. So. We'll see you back on stage a little later on.
The nominations for the best production of a school or youth musical are Beauty and the Beast, Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts, Wollongong. Les Miserables, Canberra Grammar School, Canberra. Make Me a Star, the musical, Marion Catholic College, Griffith. The Pirates of Penzance, Caraba High School, Queanbeyan. The Pirates of Penzance, Kinross Walleroy School, Orange. Thriller, Kooringal High School, Wagga Wagga. Wonder in Aliceland, Pied Piper Productions, Canberra.
To present the award is Peter Williams. He's been involved in more productions than there have been productions. His company was responsible for Crown Matrimonial, Oscar's Turn to Sing, and a whole bunch of pantomimes at the Phillip Street Theatre. Peter has retired from the theatre. We'll fix that. From theatre directing and lives on the Gold Coast. We can fix that too. We need you back here, but please make welcome Peter Williams to announce the award.
I know I'm not allowed to speak, and well, Coralie mightn't be listening, but I'm just in awe tonight of this extraordinary talent. It's just incredible. All these wonderful young people has made me realise that 60 years ago I was 4, and I was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at Yass Repertory. But that gave me a dream, and I really wanted to be in the theatre. I didn't know how to do it. But living in Yass, when they built that wonderful Canberra theatre, really changed my life, and particularly Canberra, and all my association with Canberra over the last 40 years has been absolutely extraordinary. I actually have more friends in Canberra than anywhere else in the world. But I just wanted to say just how inspired I am tonight by all these extraordinary young people. Anyway, here we go. I was dreadful as Rudolph too. Red cellophane and a lady's stocking. Best School or Youth Musical, it's a double award. Beauty and the Beast, Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts, Wollongong, and Les Miserables, Canberra Grammar.
I'm here as myself this time. As director, I'm very, very proud of my cast and the show. You couldn't possibly work with a better group of people. I've been at Wollongong High School of the Performing Arts just a little bit longer than Ruth, I'm just a tad older. Thank you. It's the same response I got when I told Year 7 I was 21. And a little hand went up at the back of the room and said, "Miss, you can't be 21, you taught my mother." I love them anyway. Thank you very much to the CAT Awards. It's been a great honour. It's the first time we've been here and I've been so proud of everybody. Ruth and Nadina, who's nominated a bit later on, as Best Choreographer, and to the best cast and the best group of kids you could ever get in the world. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. I'll just reiterate what Derek said a couple of minutes ago. Fantastic cast and crew for Les Mis. It was an absolute joy to come to work for those 6 months. This is the first full musical that Canberra Grammar School's really tried to do for the last probably 20 or so years, and I think it was a fantastic experience for everyone to be involved. So thank you very much.
Could I also just quickly thank Canberra Grammar School? Obviously, as Craig said, this is the first time in a long time that the school has done a show, and I really want to thank the fact that they had the courage to put their trust in us, paving the way a little bit with this. Also want to quickly thank Marist College for the fantastic show of Jesus Christ Superstar that they did last year. They really set the bar for us, and we came away from that show knowing what we had to do in order to try and be up there with them. Thank you.
The nominations for Best Production of a School or Youth Play are As You Like It, Hawker College, Canberra. If Dr. Zeus Wrote Shakespeare, Cooma Little Theatre Youth Connections, Cooma. My Place, Exposed 10, Griffith. Peter Pan, Child Players ACT, Canberra. Retrieval, Canberra Youth Theatre, Canberra. The Craving, Canberra Grammar School, Canberra. The Crucible, Canberra Girls Grammar School, Deakin.
The Best School or Youth Play, Retrieval, Canberra Youth Theatre, Canberra.
Wow. I'm really excited about this award. This was probably the biggest challenge that Alistair and I have ever faced. We joined Canberra Youth Theatre just last year and inherited the concept from this show from Pip Buning, the previous artistic director. And I've never done a site-specific work in my life, and I can't say that I'm rushing into it again. But we have an extraordinary depth of talent at Canberra Youth Theatre, and this is a group of emerging artists that are really going places, and I'm sure you're going to see a lot from them over the future. I'd like to thank Joe Woodward, who co-directed the show with the teen ensemble, Alistair Emerson, who was our production and technical manager, that I think I probably would have broken something if I didn't have such a great partner to take on this production. We did 9 full installations that had to be bumped in and out every day, and it was such a tough project, but yet it's always one of those things that if you don't cry in a project, it hasn't been worth it. So, so we're really thankful to Arts ACT, to the Australia Council, who support us in a really big way, and we wouldn't be able to bring the professional artists into Canberra to work on these works if we didn't have that kind of support. So thank you to the cast, the creative team, to our sponsors, and we look forward to presenting some exciting new works for you in 2011.
It's a real honour to be able to get up more than once in a night, because if you forget somebody, you have an opportunity to mention them again. And I would like to thank the National Library, because what they did was extraordinary. And if you're ever thinking of doing an installation or a work in a non-traditional theatre space, I encourage you to do it. We were incredibly surprised and just loved the support we had there. So I hope you find other non-traditional spaces to work in.
Can we just finally thank our partners Nick and Jill, who, like many of the other people in the night, still recognised us after 6 months and took us back. So thanks very much. Good night.
Congratulations and thanks so much, Peter Williams. Good to see you again. Ladies and gentlemen, Coralie Wood. Coralie.
I'm a powder puff tonight.
You are just a vision. Coralie Wood, of course, just while she's here, everybody's right. Coralie is the beginning, the centre and the end of these awards. She makes them happen. She drags all sorts of hugely famous, important people, not me, but, you know, real ones from all around the country together to make this happen. So just while she's here, give her a big, pink, flowing applause. Yep, you know when the phone rings and it's Coralie, it's like, okay, someone's going to be wearing something fabulous. So here we go. Coralie, would you like to have a few words? It says you're going to have a few words.
Well, I always have a few words. I just want to say the next production that's coming on is from Moonglow Productions. And they're rather special, but they're so special that they needed a special floor. And if you notice, we do have a special floor on the stage because we didn't want to get the floor of the School of Music scratched. So here they are, and it's Moonglow Productions, Wollongong, Hot Shoe Shuffle, the Tap Warm-Up.